This is it, the BlackBerry Priv, with all the BlackBerry goodies but running Android, with a signature QWERTY keyboard, privacy and privilege. I'm Ray with FlashingDroid. Does the Priv match those marketing words? Is it a bright future for BlackBerry? And is it a great Android smartphone to have? Let's find out. So, the design. The BlackBerry Priv is the first phone comes with a dual curved screen outside the Samsung in-house Galaxy phones. This curvy design on the black and silver BlackBerry Priv looks professional, premium, and just like a phone from the future. Hold on, a physical QWERTY keyboard. A moment later. Design-wise, the combination of silver and black is perfect for business. And just look at how thin it is, 9.4mm with a slide-out keyboard. However, it is a shame the major choice of material for the Priv is plastic. Even with the help of the carbon fiber weave, it feels sticky and plasticky in hands. Maybe we can still classify this as the pros. But hey, BlackBerry, it is a premium phone. There is room for improvement for the manufacturing quality. Generally speaking, the black carbon fiber weave works well with the silver metal frame. I'm pleased with the design. Now, the keyboard. 35 keys, 35 extra movable parts, may have more hardware problems in the long run. But at this moment, both the keys and the spring mechanism are solid and reliable. Personally, I'm a big fan of hardware keyboards, and BlackBerry is well known for this in the smartphone industry. Unluckily, I have to say the keyboard is not up to the BlackBerry standard as I expect. Keys are tiny and the key travel is shallow. Not the best BlackBerry keyboard without a doubt, but it is still the only way to provide the tactile feeling and the natural feedback of the key itself. However, maybe the comeback of BlackBerry is a bit late. We've got used to the software keyboard and can type a lot quicker, while the software keyboard on the Priv is phenomenal. Not only does it respond quick enough, but we can swipe upward on the next alphabet of the word to skip the typing directly as well. Meanwhile, once you have got the feeling typing on a physical keyboard back, you will love it. It can also be used as a huge trackpad, as well as swipe across the keyboard to place the cursor directly where it has to be. It is so good to have a trackpad, so the display will not be blocked by the thumb. However, it is not working on the YouTube app, while the scrolling on the Facebook app is inverted. Mind you, just for the timeline, you can scroll normally when you are reading pages. And the scrolling is buttery smooth when it's using touch, but it is laggy while using the trackpad. A driver update is definitely needed. Alright, the keyboard shortcuts. Each alphabet can be used as 2 shortcuts, separated into 1 click and long press. So there will be altogether 52 shortcuts. Sounds crazy. All the functions mentioned were just for the keyboard. Now it's the system itself. The overall user interface is similar to pure Android, but you will notice BlackBerry has added tons of new features on top of it. The first thing you will notice is the classifications of the notifications. Then is the action shortcuts placed in the app drawer. The Priv itself doesn't support double tap to sleep, but just one. Okay, I know it takes a long time to explain all the functions, but it's the flip to sleep and wake. And this is the BlackBerry launcher settings, even icon pack. Just take a look at how features packed the user interface is. Under settings, display, there are 3 selections for the recent apps drawer. Pop-up widgets are also waiting for you to explore in the launcher settings. The hard work BlackBerry did does impress me. Remember, it's the first Android phone from BlackBerry. Now, it's all the goodies from BlackBerry. The BlackBerry Hub. It combines all your Gmails, Hotmails, Yahoo Mails, or any other mails. Notifications from Facebook, call logs, and text messagings are all here. Well, DTag. It provides suggestions on how to secure your phone, like use a password, but not the pattern on your lock screen. It prevents being attacked by the virus. So this is the charging indicator on the edge screen. Speaking of the curved display, you can also access to the BlackBerry hub here. In the meantime, the tab triggering the edge display can also be customized. Last but not least, the sounds and notifications button, not a mute button. So the features-packed user interface with a clean look is great. But now, time for the downsides. The BlackBerry Priv is a flagship device on the spec sheet for sure. With a Snapdragon 808 hexa-core processor, 3GB of RAM, 32GB of storage with microSD expansion, as well as a 5.4 inches Quad HD display with Super AMOLED technology. However, the Priv is not as responsive as we want. There is a slight delay for the user interface. Just see how far it is left behind by the Nexus 6P. Luckily, the Adreno 418 GPU handles the Quad HD display quite well. It is smooth for playing games, but not the best choice for an Android gamer. The device is warm every time I touch it, and is hot while playing games. Benchmark results are also not the best, even among those with the Snapdragon 808. The camera, an 18MP IMX230 sensor from Sony is found, while the aperture is at f2.2 with a Schneider lens. The problem I've noticed is, if the HDR mode is switched on both manually or automatically, I have to wait for more than 10 seconds to reveal the photo I've taken. The good thing is, there are built-in filters on the camera app. With the help of OIS, it is easy to keep the photo steady in both daytime and under low-light conditions. Colors are accurate, not oversaturated. Details are sharp under broad daylight. For videos taking, the OIS does a great job keeping the footage steady. But it is still a bit shaky, not as smooth as the Sony Xperia Z5. This is the 4K. BlackBerry has done a great job in 4K stabilization. In nighttime, however, it does suffer from digital noise and drop in sharpness. Turning on the HDR mode does help boost the sharpness and clean up the noise. But the pictures will then look flat and dull. And yes, the 2MP front shooter. BlackBerry has to improve the front camera for sure. Only 720p video is available. Move on to the display, a 5.4 inches Quad HD Super AMOLED display. Colors are vibrant and saturated. With over 500 pixels per inch, the display is sharp. The Super AMOLED technology also brings deep black and low light bleeding even when the screen is tilted. Just in case if you don't like the oversaturated colors, jump right into the settings, display. You can adjust the saturation and white balance of the display.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like me to go.
So yes, the front-firing speaker, but just one. It is crisp and loud, but it's lacking some bass. The battery life. Under our standard battery life test, 11% of the battery was left after 4 hours playback of YouTube videos, with the highest screen brightness. So all in all, the BlackBerry Priv is a features-packed, well-designed Android flagship smartphone. But there is room for improvement for the build quality and the software. The keyboard is not inspirational, but it's good enough after you've got used to it. The screen, however, is one of the best out there, while the camera and the speaker are just mediocre. If you are looking for an Android BlackBerry comeback, the Priv is a good one. In contrast, if you are looking for a top-notch all-round Android flagship device, choices are there.